Hannah Barile of the UNH gymnastics team has excelled in the gym since she arrived in Durham in 2010. Vaulting, swinging, and flipping her way to success, the Pennsylvania native was honored for a different type of achievement this fall. As part of the Department of Kinesiology at UNH, Hannah won the undergraduate student research competition at the New England chapter of the American College of Sports Medicine annual meeting for her research titled The Effects of Ipsilateral Strength Imbalances on Muscle Mass and Walking Speeds in Older Adults. To help us better understand what exactly that is, here's Professor Summer Cook, with whom Hannah worked on this project.
My laboratory is a grant from the National Institute on Aging to study resistance training in elderly adults. And in this study, we measure muscle strength and muscle size and several measures of physical functioning like walking and climbing stairs. Hannah has taken an interest in analyzing the MRIs, which is magnetic resonance imaging, and she measures muscle size of the quadriceps and the hamstrings of these elderly people.
I took MRI images of the adults' quadricep muscles and hamstring muscles, so it's basically just your thigh. And then from there I can find where the quadriceps are, trace them, and then find the hamstrings and trace those. And then what we did was we made those into a ratio, and we had like, this is an abnormal, this is a normal. And then with that we looked at how fast those individuals could walk. We looked at their strength, and then we looked at their muscle mass compared to their strength.
If older adults have weakness between the quadriceps and the hamstrings, so we're looking for people that have what we call an abnormal HQ ratio, meaning the relationship between the strength of the quadriceps and the hamstrings isn't typical.
We just wanted to see how those either normal or abnormal ratios affected like walking speeds and their strength and things like that, just so we could see like, are these individuals at risk? How important is this balance between the quadricep muscles and the hamstrings? With that, we can use it to develop either strength programs or ways to help impact older adults' lives.
So from Hannah's study, we found that the way that we screen elderly people for difficulty in walking and muscle weakness, it's the same. We should continue just looking at the quadriceps, and that the hamstrings don't really matter in that aspect.
Hannah competed against several undergraduate students from other colleges and universities throughout New England. She was chosen as the overall winner based on not only her written findings, but her oral presentation as well. A daunting task that she says gymnastics was able to prepare her for.
I definitely think gymnastics helps me, being able to perform when you're nervous and just trusting that what you practice is going to come out when it really matters. So that's pretty much just what I did. I knew if I put enough time and effort into my practicing for my presentation, like I did for my skills in sport, that when it came time to do the competition part of it, it would just happen.
I work with a lot of student athletes in my laboratory, and I find that those are the ones that, they have their standards, and they want to meet their standards. They give it their best shot, and they don't settle.
We recruit student athletes, and the student part of it is just as important as the athletic part of it. And we have a great deal of pride in our graduation rate, our retention rate, how our athletes do in the classroom. It's an extremely important part of our program. It always has been, and it will continue to be. And so when we have someone perform like that, we're very, very proud.
It is pretty prestigious, and Hannah was very excited about it. We were very excited to hear about her award, and it was against really a lot of competition. So it's exciting for her.
Going in there, definitely didn't think I would come away from that, winning the competition. So that was just icing on the cake, and it was really exciting.